What's up, everyone? In today's recording, I wanted to go over how spirituality and finances are very much connected. And obviously, the longer and the more consistent that you become, the more that these two areas in your life are going to merge. So, spirituality can definitely help your finances, but it's not going to be like a one-way lottery ticket, right? Or in that case, just a lottery ticket in general. It's not like all of a sudden you start doing spiritual talk and then you're going to just like attract all this abundance. It's not the law of attraction in this case, right? Well, like when I say law of attraction, I'm speaking more on that book and the theory behind that book and the person who really started promoting that type of manifestation technique, or how they paint law of attraction is basically you think something, you imagine it, and then it's going to be attracted to you, right? So like the people in the documentary or on the YouTube videos, in the book, they talk about how they imagined that they were going to have abundance one day, and it just magically happened by the thought. And I'm here as a testament to tell you it's not just about the thought, it's not just about the imagination, it's not just about the intention setting. Okay, because we're here to live, like, let's just say if you're granted an 80-year lifespan, 90, maybe more, maybe less, whatever is in your cards is not the important thing. Just understanding that the journey is going to be very long. It's not a 10-year journey, it's not a 20-year journey. So I found spirituality at 18 years old, and this is through self-help books, through other people's work. I discovered how the spiritual body, right, that electric spiritual body, is a manifestation of what's beyond this veil, what's beyond this world, right? And I understood that at a young age, but I didn't really know. I had no actual knowledge, no foundation, no foundational knowledge on this subject. It was all intuition as a young girl. I had spiritual phenomenons like with birds at my window at age 12, right? These thoughts that I was having. Even like started a business at 8 years old. I went out selling jewelry that I would buy from the thrift store that was actually brand new and just sell it to my friends' moms for like 75 cents. Not even because I needed the money. It was literally just like a life skill that the universe was teaching me. So, spirituality creates a connection, it creates a bridge to every subject in your life. Everything is spiritual, right? So, any type of enlightenment, any epiphanies that you've had is your spirit talking to you. Your soul has a contract, right? It wants to grow and it wants to expand. Even though we are in a limited world, right? The spiritual body is unlimited. The spiritual body has no bounds. The only time it's limited is when it's in this human body, when you are manifested into this reality, into this world where you are very limited. We can't fly. There's only so much energy you can push out in a day, right? Without being totally depleted. And very few of us have actually gone on detox journeys where we have discovered that you don't need food to survive for a certain amount of time. Like you could really go 30 days without food and still survive. Some people, like the ones who have taken the boot camp with Ginger DeClue, have gone 2 months without eating solid foods. Let's just say they're just drinking juice for 2 months and they've survived. And they've actually returned their body into a primal, premium, alpha state by doing that, right? Because you were detoxing and letting go all of the, chemicals and all of the stuff that just holds your body down and keeps you physically unwell. But although, there are certain elements that we do need to survive, right? Like we need breath, we need oxygen, all of that stuff. This world is limited in that way. And so there's no one answer here. So you're going to have to tune in and stay with me on this video to find the answer to how your finances and your spirituality are connected. Once you tap into your spiritual essence and you do it long enough and you don't let the external forces that are always there's always going to be some adverse energy, some type of challenge, right? That you may need to overcome or get through. That's for sure. You're never going to have just a one perfect life just because you found spirituality, right? You're going to be going through trials. You're going to be tested, right? This world literally is a test. If you've heard that before, it's very true. You come to this world, you're limited, and you're being tested by all of these forces around you that they're not conspiring against you. It's just that there's a whole spectrum of energy forces out here. There are energy vampires. There are people who are literally just givers, and they just give out their energy all the time without wanting anything in return. And some of these people end up with like nothing at the end of their life. So this is where you need to play the game right. You're not supposed to give all of your energy away and never protect yourself. You're not supposed to be totally guarded your whole life and always be on the defense with everybody. So those are the spectrums. It's like the super dark, isolated, doesn't trust anybody, isn't going to be teaming up with nobody. I can do this all on my own type energy. And there's the, oh, I need somebody always. I always need someone to want me too. I need someone to be around me all the time. I can't be alone. But here I'm going to give you all of my energy because I need approval. I need acceptance. I need to know that this is real. So there's that insecurity too on that side, insecurity on this side. You need to be in the middle. You need to be on your game, always be protected, but don't be treating people like they're nothing. And just because someone treats you badly doesn't mean you have to run up on them right away, right? Like reflect that negative energy back. I've been through so many testaments, or you could just say issues in life with people that have tested me. People have been super mean, nasty, disrespectful, and put me down. And I did not react to them in the same way that they expected me to, because I knew that they wanted to just prove that this girl was crazy, that Mexicans are unstable, that minorities are uneducated and wild. I've had those types of assumptions made, and that was the very reason why I didn't act out the way that I did. But in return, this is my spirituality teaching me how to just like get through life in the most positive way without causing damage, right? Without creating negative karmas in my life, without stacking up all of these sins, right? So I live that type of life, but I'm not Christian, I'm not Catholic, I'm not labeling myself in a religion, because in those religions, you instantly become a servant to your Lord, a servant to your master. And that itself is a test, because in this life, you are the master of your reality. Whether you believe that or not, I'm not trying to say you're God, that you're everybody's God, that you can control everybody and control time. I'm saying you can control your time. You can control yourself. You can control your energy, and you can master your way through this life and attract the best people. But it's not going to be so easy all the time just because you're doing this. I've gone 10, 12, 13, 14 years. I don't even know. I can't keep count of how many years I've just been like, I know something else is here. I know there's another world. I know that there's something on top of this matrix, something deeper. I know that there is something that is being hidden from us. Okay, so if you've felt that, yes, it's real. It's not your job to just go and uncover it and find the answer right away. This is a journey. This is a life journey. This life is a life sentence. And so if you don't understand that, then how are you going to get out? How are you going to take responsibility for everything that you and your family and your ancestry have done? Your bloodline is capable. Your bloodline is responsible for a lot of things that have happened to others. And if you don't traverse that karma in your life, that means you're going to go through stuff that you don't deserve, that you got passed down, that got passed down to you. And if you can't accept that, then what's your goal? What are you doing here? Are you just here for yourself? Because I'm here for my lineage. I'm here for my ancestors. I'm here to take that power back. And so I live that journey, and I've been living that life for so long that the blessings now, the miracles that I experience are miracles that I know I called upon. I set myself up for this. My future self kept guiding me to be here and to do this. And now that I'm on point and I'm mastering all the energies and the flows that come my way, it's just been like my friend describes it. I am living the dream. Okay, and just because I don't have $1 million in my bank account doesn't mean that I'm not living the dream, that I'm not like successful, that I'm not fulfilled in my life. I don't need anything else in my life. My life is complete. Now, the journey is just to maintain this energy, to maintain what I've created, and just stand on this foundation and build on that. And so once you develop the foundation, you pour out the foundation, you form it, you let it dry, and you're patient with it, that's when you can build upon. That's when you can build a real life, something that is never going to crumble and fall. Okay? Because the only way that I think I will ever traverse like this success and I'll lose everything is if I don't maintain my body, my spiritual power, my physical power, right? Because the physical and the mental, all that power is what helps you get through certain things. It's what helps you create finances for yourself. It's what helps you either keep going to the job or manifest more money by attracting it in your own business, right? There's different forms of wealth, even manifesting it through, some people use social media. The reason I don't, my life isn't sustained by social media and the clicks and everything is because that easily causes burnout, because you are on someone else's clock now. When you want to be on YouTube's clock and Instagram's clock, right? And but you're accepting that money, that's a contract. That is you still serving the master, right? So I never really depend on that, right? That's why people start external websites and they do their own products, because that's the real freedom. When you master and market and produce your story and it helps others, that's when you start gaining financial success. And it can happen in different ways. Like, I don't just get one check in the mail that sustains me. It's these different forces that align for me and are always just right on time, because as long as I'm on my game and I'm on my P's and Q's, I'm on time and I'm on that same rhythm that my ancestors, that the ether, that the veil beyond this needs me to be, right? I need to be that pillar for everybody else. So, and not just everybody else. Like, I build on this because I have a family, I have a community, I have a spiritual family that I connect with time to time, and we do keep each other in check. Like, the ego must be checked all the time, and sometimes you yourself can't do it alone, because then there's that I don't need nobody energy again. And it's all about unity, community. This is a world, a universe, right? Like, we're all against each other but we're still together. So that was it for today. I hope that helped you. It's Friday. It's about money. It's Frida. It's Venus. It's feminine, the fire, the spirit, the creation, the woman, the womb. Okay? So hopefully that helped you guys a little bit. All right. Keep up the patience, keep up the goodwill, and see you guys later.
I think I figured out what my problem is. I'm way too nice.